Hello, I'm going to do this. This is the first time I'm trying it. So, this is the 4 Minutes to Snake game, and I've highlighted and scribbled and annotated on all of this. I'll maybe put a picture link in the bottom. I've kind of set it up already. And the idea is that I get this down to 5 minutes. So I've got my HTML, I've got snake one, I've just entered the canvas tags, and what else do I need? So I want to, I'm going to need some script now, because I'm writing this in JavaScript. So I'm a script, I'll do the same, I'll close my script off like that. And then my game is going to be within these script tags inside there. And the first thing that I want to do inside these script tags, I'm just going to kind of tidy this up. So my HTML has got 3 lines of HTML at the top, and I've got my HTML close at the bottom, HTML open at the top. So everything that I write now is going to be within these two parentheses here. And what I want to do is I want to do window.onload, window.onload equals, and then I'm going to run a function like that. So this is the function that I'm going to run. So this is almost like a lambda function. I'm just kind of like saying immediately, just as soon as the window loads, just run this thing, and I'm going to define it straight away afterwards, rather than kind of doing that and then saying function equals, which I'm sure I can do, but I have to give the function an actual name, and I don't want to do that. So I think this is like a lambda function. I want my canvas, and my canvas is going to be linked to the document. I'm going to get the element, element by ID, and this is camel case, and we already said that it's called GC, which is up here. Are you okay? Do you want something? What? Dinner now? Yeah, good, please. Right, well, that should all run. So I'm going to Control S. I'm going to Alt Tab across to here, and I'm going to F5 to see if it works. And it looks like it's working. I mean, I'm not getting an error message. There. So that bit's working. Now, what that's going to do is, or at least what I'm eventually going to have that do, is run a function down here. So here's an actual properly written function, or not a properly written function, but like a classic kind of function. And this is going to be where we write our game. And it's kind of the same syntax. Inside those squiggly brackets is where I'm going to write my function. And then what we're going to do is we're going to separate out the actual game from the kind of keyboard events. So when I do something outside, it's going to be transmitted to the game. It's going to be dealt with by the game. So let's see how that works. I'm going to write function. Now, do I need key presses to start with? Probably not. So actually, I think what we'll do to start with is just get a block. Just moving across the screen is probably best. So we've got our context. I want to make sure that I've got my context is a canvas dot get context, and it's 2D. Now, do we need this? I have no idea. So it'll be interesting to kind of remove that in a minute and see what happens. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set an interval timer. It's going to call my game loop, and it's going to call the game loop how many times? That's like a second, because we're dealing with milliseconds. And I'm going to call it every 15th millisecond. So that's quite a lot, isn't it? It's going to move it quite a lot of times in 1 second. Or at least I think that's how that works. And then what do I do inside the game function? So I guess I just want to get it to draw something. So let's see what I can do. The context, I can set up a fill style. A fill style for the context, and I can say that I want fill style to be red, like that. I'm going to finish with a semicolon, and then I'll just make a rectangle on the screen. So ctx dot fillRect is the function name. I'll do it at 0, 0, and I'll make it all the way up to, I don't know, 100, 100. And that should make me a red square. Let's save that. Let's tab back to this. Let's F5. Let's F5, and I've got my 100 by 100 cube, and that's a 5-minute video.